If you have ever wanted to achieve an enlightened mind, and I'm talking like see the code of the matrix kind of enlightenment, there's one very specific concept that you need to understand. And when you truly, and I mean truly understand it, you will see the world in a fundamentally different way, in a way that gives you power. And that concept is called a social construct. Now, imagine with me for a moment, we had a giant slingshot, the solution to many problems. If you were to take every single physicist, every single physics textbook, every single piece of information we have about physics, and we stuck it in that slingshot, and we pulled it back, and we fired it off into space, physics gone. Nothing about the laws of physics would actually change. But if I were to say, for some reason, owe $1 million to a nondescript bank, and we took everything about my debt, all the documentation, all the people that knew about it, and once again, into space, the debt disappears. So this differential is because physics is a physical phenomenon of our universe, whereas debt is a concept that we made up. And therefore, debt, what it is, how much we owe, all fundamentally only exists based on what we collectively decide is true about it. And this is where the code of the matrix part comes into it. Because we as humans are very good at creating and controlling our environment. A lot of that is done through social constructs. See, a lot of people go through their lives thinking that the way the world is just, well, the way the world is. And the rules are just the rules and you can't change them. But in reality, a vast percentage of what we understand as our society are just things we all arbitrarily decided are the way they are. And thus, we could just as easily arbitrarily decide that they would be different. We cannot look at the laws of physics and say, hey, it'd be useful if you were slightly different. But we can look at many, many aspects of our society and ask, is it beneficial for it to be the way it currently is? And if not, then we can just change it. This is often why it feels like the wealthy and the powerful are unstoppable, because they understand what a social construct is. And they benefit from the fact that you do not, because then they can use their influence to arbitrarily start changing things. And you think, oh, well, there's nothing I can do about it. That's just the way the world is. But in reality, all it really takes is for all of us to agree that I don't actually owe $1 million to JP Morgan Chase, and then suddenly I don't owe $1 million to JP Morgan Chase anymore. Am I right, folks?